somebody like him, but he'll need to make sure that he carries Asif at the other end with him as well.
A lot of how Rahul's approach pans out will depend on Asif's confidence as well. He's done well here, Tanzim, just taking the pace off the ball. Oh, a little bit of a mix-up, yes, no. And on the overthrow, they will... Now they deny the single. Nothing silly will help UAE right now.
That's the last thing they would want, to run out, especially... that of Mohammad Asif, who's known for his big hitting. They'll need him to come good here today. Let's have a look at that delivery once again. That was a slow delivery, well picked up by Rahul, but straight to the fielder. There was an opportunity at the non-striker's end, directed, and he was a goner there, Mohammad Asif, but wisely denied that overthrow by Rahul. So one more delivery to go in this over. This has been a magnificent over by Tanzim. Just a single and a wicket out of Mohammad Wasim.
Another slow delivery, picked up early. Work to do for the field and the deep, and they'll come back for two. This has turned out to be a very good over for Bangladesh. Just the 3 runs and the big wicket of Mohammad Wasim. Tanzim has come back well into his spell. We're done with over number 12. It's 106 for 3.
Right, Sports Eye YouTube Super Contest time. And we've already got a winner, CrickTuber 42. Momin Khan, congratulations. And there's another question. That question was, who scored the first T20 International 100 for Bangladesh? I think we've mentioned that quite a few times already. It was Tamim Iqbal, 103 runs. And now we've got the second centurion for Bangladesh today. Goes big Asif Khan, and it's in the gap. Starts the over with a much needed boundary.
Well, that was hit like an absolute rocket by Asif in the slot, and he took full toll. Beautiful clean strike. Looks like he's gotten used to the wicket relatively quickly. Just a bit too straight, and picked the gap at cow corner. He will need to play a special innings here, Shoaib.
Yes, he is a special cricketer. Has been around for a long time in the domestic circuit, has a reputation of being a match winner, has scored tons of hundreds, and has won matches left, right and centre. Can he do that one more time at this venue? Cuts it, a misfield, and they'll get a single.
Yeah, decent fielding and point there. That was hit with some force and had found that gap towards point almost. 80 needed of 46. Tell you what, Shoaib, this game is not done and dusted by any means. It's hanging in the balance. Rahul Chopra is key.
Yes, these two batters and some UAE supporters as well in the dugout. They'll be rooting for their local heroes. Rahul Chopra has played a sensible innings so far. Asif denies the second. Rahul is not happy.
Yeah, not a spring chicken anymore, Asif Khan. Those hard twos will not be that straightforward as we saw with Wasim. You'll need to measure them relatively well.
Goes big and goes the distance. Poor delivery and rightly punished by Asif Khan.
Well. This is the big over UAE needed. Early maximum, early boundary. Required run rate comes below 10. Nothing delivery, high full toss. And Mahidi Hassan has leaked runs here, has not provided the control that Liton Das was looking for.
Just his eyes lit up And he's tonked that towards the cow corner. He's a big hitter, he's a clean hitter, and he scored a lot of runs at this very ground. Goes big again. This time it's even bigger. It's on the roof of the Sharjah Cricket Stadium.
Well, that is a souvenir for an onlooker on the main road. That was huge. Absolutely nailed it. Back-to-back maxis for UAE. Flighted ball in the arc. It had to disappear, and then some.
Now when he hits, they stay hit. It's come right from the middle of the bat, and the moment it connected with his willow, he knew that it's gone. It's gone out of here. 18 of just 5 for the dangerous Asif Khan. Last ball of the over. Flatter, but this one has gone even further. A hat-trick of 6s for Asif Khan. He is setting the stage on fire.
Oh, this is stunning clean hitting, and UAE are back in it. 131 for 3. Right in the slot. And that has been absolutely boshed. 3 6s in a row. Game on.
"13 overs bowled. Fruitful over for UAE. 131 for 3. Well, another fresh question for the Sports Eye YouTube Super Contest. Who captained Bangladesh in their first ever T20 international match? Drop your answers in the chat now, and you could win a phone, and you could also win signed match ball. Uppishly played. This could be wicket number 4. Cheers in the stadium. Tanzim strikes. Rahul Chopra departs.
Oh, this is a huge moment in the game. Tanzim Hassan Saqib delivers. Fair delivery, no issues at all. Just that off-cutter wide of off. And Rahul Chopra, was that needed at this stage? Especially after you just took 25 runs of the previous over. A huge moment in the game. A fabulous knock comes to an end. 35 of 22. It's 131 for 4.
Item over 5 to play.
A wicket at the right time for Bangladesh. They've pulled things back in their favour. Dhruv Parashar, the new batter in. What a good delivery. They're appealing for it. Shiju Sam says not out. Well, that was a peach.
Brilliant bowling from Tanzim. Brings his team back into the contest. It was 61 needed of 42. Very much in the balance was the game. But Rahul Chopra, he'll be very, very unhappy with himself on that dismissal. Let's take a look at this one once again. I think it's just the bat flicking his thigh pad.
Yes, was playing very close to his body, Dhruv Parashar. Short ball, lobbed in the air, but doesn't carry to Tanzim Saqib. Another dot ball. What an over this has been for Bangladesh.
Oh, absolutely changing the game here is Tanzim. He has that whippy action that catches you by surprise, and this was the dismissal. Just off pace, threw it up wide, and Rahul Chopra took the bait, and an excellent catch by Mahidi Hassan at point. Never easy those, ballooning over your left shoulder. Calm and composed.
It was a pressure situation, and he's taken a very good catch under pressure. Again uppishly played Dhruv Parashar. He's looked a little edgy, but the good news for UAE is that Asif is back on strike and Dhruv is off the mark.
Yeah, he's very upright in his stance, is Dhruv. Doesn't quite use his feet, and just fending at the ball. It was his cameo that really brought UAE back into the game, relieved some of the pressure from Mohammad Wasim, but since then both have come and gone, and now it's 50-50 down the middle again, maybe more towards Bangladesh.
Yeah, all boils down to Asif Khan now and his innings. He's the senior campaigner for UAE, and he'll have to play along with the other partners. Now in this case with Dhruv Parashar, he'll have to guide him, mentor him, and at the same time he'll have to do the bulk of the heavy lifting for UAE.
Yeah, plenty of all-rounders to come in for the UAE, but he certainly, like you mentioned, has to be the leading light. 60 of 37 is a very doable equation, but this man will need to play well.
Excellent bowling from Tanzim Shakib. What an over. Brings Bangladesh right back into the game. 4 overs, 22 runs and 2 wickets for Tanzim Shakib. It's 132 for 4. Six more overs to go, 60 runs needed. On any other day, you would fancy the batting side to be in a dominant position. But UAE, although they've lost just 4 wickets, their batting wears thin in terms of experience at this level. Not taking any credit away from Dhruv Parashar, we know that he is a genuine all-rounder. But against the top quality bowling of Bangladesh, it's going to be a tough task. Good start to the over, and Dhruv will have to get Asif back on strike, Ahmed.
Absolutely, they cannot afford 2 quiet overs at this stage. Tanzim was outstanding. Tanveer into his final over as well. Bowled reasonably well here, but they need to get at least 10 to 12 runs here. Otherwise, that equation will become more and more difficult.
Wanted to sweep that. Doesn't get any connection whatsoever. Tanveer Islam, he was taken for some runs in the first over, but he's made a strong comeback, and that's what champions do. That is what experience brings to athletes like Tanveer Islam. They know how to make a comeback.
Absolutely had a terrific BPL, hence getting the call up to the T20I national team, and he's held his own for sure.
Goes up in the air. It's been played in the vacant region over extra cover, and Dhruv Parashar will survive. He will get 2, but it was not the most convincing of cricket shots that you will see on a cricket ground.
Yeah, he went on the back foot and tried to launch over extra cover. Not an easy shot to execute at the best of times, especially against quality spin bowling. He just needs to calm himself here.
They'll have to build and rebuild. Dhruv will have to play alongside his senior partner Zohaib Zubair on your screens. He too can bat. Another all-rounder in the side. Mistimed, catches the call, will be taken. Celebration time for Tanveer Islam. He gets his first wicket of the night, and it's Dhruv Parashar, who was struggling, who will have to walk back.
Yeah, it was on the cards, wasn't it? No issues with the front foot at all. He was just swinging at everything without conviction, reaching for the ball wide of off from the crease, and a complete miscue. No mistakes made in the field, and deservedly gets his reward, Tanveer Islam. Dhruv departs, 134 for 5.
Sanchit Sharma. He's out in the middle and he's off the mark straight away. But another successful over for Bangladesh.
Oh, absolutely. The bowling dry and the wickets are falling. Beautiful flight on that one from Tanveer. Just hung it out, outside off. And Dhruv with a nothing shot in the end. No mistake made at the long on position. Required run rate gone above 11 now.
Still achievable, still possible. Asif smashes that towards the extra cover, and he says the fight is still on, the hopes are still alive.
Oh, he's playing a blinder here. Slightly short and dispatched. Boundary to conclude, 139 for 5.
.30 deliveries left, 53 runs needed, but they're up against the best of the best in the world. Mustafizur Rahman, he's got 2 overs to go. He's given away just 11 runs, and he's got a wicket already. Now this is going to be very tough for UAE. They'll have to bat really well to get those 53 runs.
Oh, absolutely. He is the equalizer, isn't he? Those subtle variations, that quality, that pace, that experience. How will Sanchit Sharma deal with it? We're going to find out.
That's smart from Sanchit. Takes a single. Now they'll have to plan their run chase. They know they've got 2 more overs to face off Mustafizur. So they'll have to plan how many they can get off his bowling without taking too many risks, and then target the remaining 3 overs. They'll have to plan and plan well.
Yeah, it's a delicate dance, isn't it? You have to see off Mustafizur's 12 deliveries, but go at a decent clip, maybe 7-8 runs off the over, and then you have to target one bowler. Who will that be? Well, only Asif Khan knows, and maybe Sanchit as well.
This is the excellence of Mustafizur Rahman. It's such a well-disguised slower delivery. Over the years, the best batters in the world have struggled against him.
Absolutely, that subtle flick of the wrist that he does, it's very unique to him. No discernible change in his arm speed, in his action, but then he just does that, and Asif Khan, who's striking the ball clean, all at sea.
This time a little quicker, so he's got 3 different versions of the slower delivery. And that is what makes him such a difficult bowler to score runs off.
Truly mesmerizing. Like you mentioned, it was slightly quicker, maybe 115 clicks. That subtle difference. And he bowls back of length. So if you don't read it early, you're going to miss cue or you're going to miss the ball completely. Bangladesh have turned it on when they needed to get a hold of this game.
Oh, it's hit the bat. Luckily, it doesn't reach Zakir Ali. And Asif just lost sight of the ball, but forgot to bring his bat down.
Yeah, the periscope was above water. That would have been a freakish dismissal. Yeah, my word. Zakir Ali had no chance on that one. But yet another brilliant over coming in from a Bangla pacer. And now that equation is becoming to 12 runs per over now.
They go for a quick single, that's all they'll get. Sharp throw, they wanted the second, but decide against it. What an over this has been from Mustafizur Rahman. He's given away just 12 runs, he's got a wicket, and he's just stemmed the flow of runs for UAE.
Shoaib, it was 61 of 42. So they've made 10 runs since, and look how much time they've taken. 17 deliveries. That is what a champion side does. When the pressure is on, you bowl dry, you bowl with discipline, you get the wickets, and that equation becomes more and more difficult.
It's in the air, fielder coming underneath it and drops it. Hassan Mahmood, the man in question. Difficult chances these, especially when it's been played at the deep third, and he's grasped that. Sanchit survives, 16 overs bowled, 4 more to go, 143 for 5.
And while our Tigers roar on the field, our expatriates who are the real heroes raise our flag abroad. Walton salutes all the Bangladeshi expatriates in the UAE. Walton UAE versus Bangladesh T20I series. As we bring in the last 4 of this exciting encounter. First ball and has been smacked. Maximum. What a splendid start of a fresh over. Asif is keeping UAE in the chase.
The hopes are alive for UAE. It's Asif Khan Behrouz. He's dictating the terms out there in the middle. A much needed maximum. A brilliant start to the over. It was in the slot. The free flow Asif Khan Behrouz goes over the fielder. A maximum to start the over. The equation coming down, the required run rate is 11.22, but all eyes will be on this man, Asif Khan Behrouz.
Goes on the back foot, and this time a couple of bounces in the fence. 4 runs. Asif is using his bat like a magic wand and is producing some magical numbers.
What a knock he's playing for his side. The rescue ranger. It was in the slot. This time goes towards that offside, keeping it away from the reach of a mid-off fielder. So 10 runs in couple of deliveries. The equation coming down to 39, needed of 22 balls. A lone warrior for UAE. He quickly moves to 39 in just 15 balls. What a cameo he's playing, Neil.
Well, absolutely, and everything, I must say everything relies on him. The way he has batted so far, the way he has taken the baton over from Wasim. It definitely looks like it's Asif or no one for UAE in this encounter today.
He has that vast of experience of playing in such situations n number of times. As of now, Hassan Mahmood, he is under pressure. He's already leaked plenty of runs, gone for 32 runs in his 2.3 overs. What a contest we are witnessing here. People came in numbers to support the Tigers. They posted a mammoth total, but we are witnessing one of the best chase here at Sharjah Cricket Stadium.
Sanchit, I don't know if there is any necessity to be the hero over here. He can be a hero by actually just rotating strike. Take a single, bring Asif back on strike. That's all he needs to do. Sanchit Sharma, sometimes you need to understand the requirement of the game, the expectation from the individual. Will he be able to do that? Will he be able to live up to the expectation of being an all-rounder? Sanchit Sharma, a lot relies on him. His family is sitting in the stands. His mom, dad, sister, Khushi Sharma. He's gone aerial. And just as we spoke about not to play any hero shots, he tried to clear the infield and ended up giving a simple catch. Sanchit Sharma is out.
This game is all about the fine margins. Another wicket goes down here, checking that front foot, landing is perfect. So with that wicket going down, the bowling side is on top. Not needed at all, poor ordinary shot. You have your senior partner there other end. All you need to do is rotate the strike. Brain fade movement for Sanchit Mohan Sharma. It's 154 for the loss of 6.
Opening the face of the bat for a dot ball, and that should be the end of the 17th. 154 for 6. Seventeen overs gone, 154 for 6. Asif Khan, 40 of 16. Zuhaib, yet to open his account. But what is really interesting is, can Asif Khan play with all the lower order batters and reach the targeted 192, 38 required of 18, as Mustafizur will come in to bowl his last over. Can Asif survive this last over? First ball, shot and wide and cut. There is a deep point fielder. Just be a single there.
Bowling as per the field. Good field setup given by the captain to Mustafizur. Play straight towards the field, and not once, not twice. They gave plenty of opportunity to Bangladesh to make a comeback into this game.
Well, they're a test playing nation, Bangladesh. They definitely have a lot of experience, especially this man on your screen, Mustafizur, and his slower ones, beautifully guided slower ones. Shot, aerial, and taken. Zuhaib is out. Everyone is trying to be the hero over here. Do you really require to do that? No. The answer is a big NO. Just take a single and bring Asif on strike. But I believe the brief in the mind of the batters is not the same.
Not just happening for UAE here. A legal delivery. The experience of Mustafizur takes over Zohaib Zubair. Lack of experience in the batting order and a big collapse for UAE from a winning position. They are just losing their plot. It's 155 for the loss of 6.
Big shout there. I reckon would have got some bat onto it. Now the umpire says that it's a leg by, so Haider will have to wait on his debut to get runs on his name. But good for UAE that Asif will be on strike.
At last, a good news, but the good news for Bangladesh is that they have got that support. The stadium, they're having a good time backing the Tigers here. And Tamim, what a day he is having in the field. Safe hands. The good news, as said by Neil, Asif Khan Behruz is on strike, but he needs to take that calculative risk against Mustafizur.
And yeah. Beautiful bowling, pulling the length back, moving the ball away from Asif. Yeah, that was a shot that he was looking for Asif, but mind you, there is a deep third in place. That's the wicket there. I sometimes wonder what runs in the mind of the batter when the expectation is that you take a single, bring your partner on strike, because your partner is a bona fide striker of the cricket ball. 41 of 18. And those numbers will prove it. This time it's Asif. He's gone aerial. Missed it. Asif will get just a single.
Oh, what an effort coming from the fielder. Backpedaling, not easy. But the good news for UAE is that Asif Khan Behruz, he survives a change of pace. And trying to clear that mid-off, he somehow manages to keep it away from the reach of the fielder. But look at that effort. The full-length dive just could not hold on to it. The captain, Liton Das. But full mark should be given to Das. The way he put that extra effort.
Well, absolutely. And you need to do that because that catch would have sealed the game there right on for Bangladesh. Haider, last ball of the over. Don't take a single, Haider. Don't take a single. You take a single and you'll be on strike for the next over. Oh, he wants a single. Asif says, no, thank you so much. Stay there. 18 overs gone. 157 for 7. All right, so here we are, 35 runs required of 12 deliveries. And that's because Bangladesh batting first scored 191 on the back of a fantastic ton by Parvez Hossain Imon. 100 of 54, the fastest for a Bangladeshi batter. A short arm jab, straight to a fielder. And he says, no, I don't want a single. Smart move there. I reckon that's a very smart move. Asif backs himself for hitting those big ones, and that's how he should be deploying the next 11 deliveries.
We know the power he possesses. Asif Khan Behrouz denying that single. 35 needed in 11 balls. All he needs is 5 maximum. And 1 boundary and 1 single.
Well, yeah, the math is mathing for sure. He did hit 3 sixes in a row. He's gone aerial. Has he connected it well? The answer is no. And Rigaud takes this. Asif is miffed. And UAE, I can tell you, from here on it does not look like that this game is yours. And the same can be felt by all the fans of Bangladesh. Let's check the front foot there. Oh, it's all safe. Asif will have to take the long walk back.
The pressure was building on Asif Khan to go a big change of pace, a cunning slower delivery, and an excellent catch taken under pressure. So with Asif Khan, the hopes are UAE looks like it's going down 42 in 21 balls. What an off we have witnessed from Khan. It's 157 for the loss of 8.
Matiullah Khan will be on strike. He was the culprit behind those 2 no balls on which wickets were taken. Down the leg will be a wide. But Mudassir, just think of that situation if... We'll come to that. Meanwhile, that's the Asif Khan wicket. Back of the length. Asif didn't really get underneath the ball as he would have liked it. But just a scenario there in your mind. If Matiullah hadn't bowled those 2 no balls, would have been 2 wickets and the target would not have been anywhere close to 190. Is it edged? Is it edged? The umpire says not out, and firm not out on the second go.
The keeper was convinced, so was the fast bowler. But what matters is that finger not going up. The Akbar Ali, he was not convinced. Look at the back of lane, change of pace. While swing, what do you expect from number 9 and Jack?
Yeah, big swings of the bat, that's all you'll expect. I don't know if a lot can be added now. 34 runs of 9 deliveries. That's looking like a distant dream. A unicorn. Which was something within the grasp. At one point in time, it looked like that UAE could create history by beating Bangladesh for the first time. But that's not the case tonight.
Champion stuff from Bangladesh. They have that experience and the lack of experience in the batting order of UAE. They expose the middle order and playing too many dot deliveries. Now it's hurting them badly.
Well, yeah, till the time this man on your screen, he was there in the center. UAE hopes were alive. But if you lose wickets like they did, in the fashion they did, you just send self-inflicting pressure. And that's not good news. These men will have to do a lot of work to fine-tune that problem.
I think the players, they are themselves to be blamed for this loss if they don't chase these 34 runs, because they have provided the platform by the board and the head coach.
And dot ball to end the over. A very good over by Hassan coming to an end. 19 overs gone, 158 for 8. 34 required of 6. And Mudassir, you mentioned a mathematical equation. It's still possible mathematically. 6 sixes or 5 sixes and a 4. But then Haider and Matiullah, or rather all Haider, steps down, aerial, and gone. The intent was right, the thought was right, the execution not as much. Shanto will take that catch and Haider is out.
Just cannot expect those big shots from number 9. It's a game of fine margins here. It's all about those millimeters, the landing. We'll have a close look whether it's a fair delivery or not.
The third umpire is checking on that. Where is the landing position? Because if it's on the line, it is the umpire's call. Because generally, the rule says that there has to be something behind the line. And the umpire is convinced, and UAE lose Haider.
Another batter without troubling the scores back in the hut. It's 158 for the loss of 9.
Javadullah, the last man in, and 158 for 9. Steps down, and what is really interesting over here is, Mudassir, does UAE have enough to not get all out?
4 deliveries, and you're asking Javadullah to survive those 4 deliveries.
Using his feet, aerially played, and he survives another delivery. Okay, so 3 more to go. 3 more to go.
Haider, number 9 batter, trying his best but just not able to clear the fielder. Shanto has been busy, though not in the playing 11, but busy by taking those catches.
Well, absolutely. The former captain. I love Javadullah's intent. Every ball, he just jumps down the line. (160 for 9), 32 required of 2 deliveries. What UAE has done is they have missed out on a golden opportunity to win this game. And oh, sixer! You're just praising Shanto on his fielding, on the catches that he's taken, and then he misses out on this one. Probably at this point in time I felt that he took it slightly easy.
Well, he's not only surviving, but he's also getting those runs. Last man for UAE, Javadullah, providing some entertainment. He covered a lot of ground, just could not able to hold on to it. And I think, oh, close call yet again. Just hitting the skirtings on a bounce or directly hitting on the skirtings here. But what a hit from Javadullah.
Well, absolutely. The way he stepped down, the way he went, picked up the ball. Shanto did all the hard work, for sure. Yet to ascertain if it's a 4 or a 6. The ball popping out of his hand. Now let's see, where does it bounce? Is it on the Toblerone? Yeah, looks like. It's just, we keep saying that cricket is a game of very fine margins. Now look at this, a fine margin here. If the ball has hit the skirting, would mean 6.